Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. It's Money Monday. My name is Keely Austin and I'm excited to be here as your host today. It's November 30th, already the end of the month. Let's go ahead and get started with our training today. We've got a wonderful trainer with us today. Our quote of the day is, "Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all." Couple of dates to take note of. We have our Renatus National Conference coming up March 18th through the 20th of 2021. Every year we have our national conference. This year it's going to be online, and I'm excited for 3 days of training. So if you need to take those 3 days off, clear those days out so that you can be fully present for, again, 3 days of awesome training with our CEO and leaders from across the country. Our theme for our national conference is shifting higher into focused transformation. We also have our dates for Leaders Retreat. We're going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, August 13th through the 17th, 2021. As long as things get cleared up by then, keep your fingers crossed. We have our Founders Webinar, or Founders Live, every Monday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Make sure you don't miss out on the Founders Live. There's a lot of important announcements there from our CEO himself, as well as we have a story of the week, a phenomenal training, and some recognition to see who's out there taking action. There are 3 kinds of people in this world: people who make it happen, people who watch what happens, and people who wonder what happened. Don't be wondering what's happening and join the Founders Live. We've added some daily and weekly support to our systems to help us move along with our businesses. I'm so grateful for all the support that's provided. We have our weekly private capital masterclass every Thursday at 6 p.m. for AIT students only. So study your classes around building private capital. Bring your questions to this masterclass. It's been a lot of fun. We also have our daily real estate action mastermind, the Dream Call, every day, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 9:45 Mountain Time. That's for students who are studying their real estate classes. They've got questions as they approach deals, and it's a perfect place for you to bring your questions and whatever it is that you're taking action on. Come and provide some value for those who are newer. We also have our fabulous Friday morning with Lily Partas. For those of us who've been here for a while, we know that we've been doing these calls Monday through Thursday for many years. So somewhat recently, about a month ago, we started doing our Fridays with Lily. So Lily's joining us on Fridays from 8 to 9. Don't miss out on that. And then last but not least, we have our Zoom up call, the Get to Know You call. That's every day, Monday through Friday at noon Mountain Time. Michael Huggins and Scott Rowe have been awesome hosts for that call. They're sharing a story. Well, they have someone from Renatus, of course, sharing their story for about 15 minutes. So it's just short and sweet and very, very powerful, a great exposure for your guests. So make sure you're tuning into the Zoom up call every day at noon, and those are all recorded. You can catch those recordings on our YouTube channel, Elevate Renatus YouTube. Make sure to visit oes.com if you haven't already. There's a short video there. It's just 6 minutes long, and it talks about what the optional event subscription is and why it's important to be a part of that. Last week's house tour, we toured Wanda Carrasquillo's Flip. It was an awesome property. She put around $190,000 into the deal and is keeping her budget right around $40,000, and the ARV is $325,000. So Wanda picked up this deal while she was in Puerto Rico. She had a team member in Utah find the deal and bring it to her attention. So I think in just 3 days, she was able to get the deal closed and under contract. And so now she is looking at a potential net profit of $56,000. So congratulations, Wanda. Every week we have a house tour, and it's to show your guests what we're out there doing in the world with our education. Here's a quick snapshot of our weekly event schedule. If you'd like to take a screenshot of this, make sure you always register in Helios for our events. And then to access these events, you will go to teamelevateusa.com. Every Tuesday, we have our profits intro at 12:30 Mountain Time. Every Wednesday, we have our house tour and our AIT bonus study track. AIT bonus track study group. There we go. And that's offered in Spanish. So every Wednesday, that's a new thing that we've added, is the AIT bonus track study group in Spanish. Make sure you tune into that. And on Thursdays, we've got all kinds of events to choose from. These are all happening at 7 p.m. simultaneously. So you'll get to pick and choose what it is that you'd like to plug in with. So we have our house tour in Spanish on Thursdays. We have a Pillars of Wealth offered in English, follow-up and funding webinar, our onboarding session, an essentials mastermind, a business development study group, as well as multiple real estate study groups. We've got multifamily, wholesaling, and short-term rental. As I mentioned, we do record these calls. We're both on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So if you're not a part of our Renatus Team Elevate private Facebook page, request to be added to that. We'll make sure to get you added. There's a lot of important announcements there, as well as these recordings. And then we have our YouTube channel that I mentioned. You can find the Zoom up calls on, as well as these morning trainings. So just type in Elevate Renatus when you go to youtube.com, and you can subscribe to our channel. Today, we get to learn from the wonderful Michael Huggins. Michael has been in this business about 10 years, 11 years now, and he's got a lot of experience to share with us. He's been very, very successful with this program and just with becoming an amazing individual. Michael's always been a good individual, but he really, really, really dove into personal development when he first found Renatus. He studied Jim Rohn, he studied Napoleon Hill, he studied his classes. I remember you told me he would stay up very late into the early hours of the morning to watch his classes. And sometimes he even had to stand up to make sure that he didn't fall asleep while watching his classes. So he took this very, very seriously from the get-go. And now he gets to travel all around the United States to help train other teams. And of course, that's kind of slowed down this year, not only because of COVID, but also because he had a baby. So Michael, he came from very, very humble beginnings. He was working for both Jiffy Lube as well as Sears Auto, and was doing everything right, but still found himself frustrated and broke, drowning in student loan debt. And so he found an ad for Renatus for real estate investing. And here we are today. Now, Michael has earned multiple $1 million as an ICM for this company, as well as he has created multiple amazing transactions through real estate investing, and most recently purchased over 260 acres in Tennessee, where he is building a food forest. So ask Michael about his current project he's working on. It's absolutely incredible. I'm excited for what Michael has to share with us this morning. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. Thanks for doing the announcements. What's up, everybody? What a wonderful, thankful, super duper weekend. I just want to say I'm really grateful for all of you here. But it's not just because we were near Thanksgiving. This is an everyday thing for me. So I like the idea of Thanksgiving, but also it's kind of funny where people are like only using that one day. Today's the day I'm grateful. Well, all right. I feel bad for you if that's the only day. But it's been an awesome weekend. And I know Keely just had a cool win yesterday. It's interesting because in Colorado, you cannot buy a car on a Sunday. All dealerships are closed and nobody could buy a car on a Sunday. So to hear that you were doing that yesterday, I was kind of like, oh yeah, there's a world out there where you can buy cars on Sundays. So cool. Upgrades happening all over the place. All right. We're looking at having a really powerful, we got 15, 16 more days, right? Yep, 17 more days until the last day to put orders into the system. It's almost February, guys. We got 17 more days, 16 more days, depending on how you look at today, to get orders in the system that will count for this year. Okay, December 17th is the cutoff. So who's put in an order? And I know some of you are driving and you're not able to answer, but that's all good. But who's put an order in the last 30 days? Who has put an order in?
Hey, Michael.
Sadler.
I had a nice Thanksgiving surprise where somebody upgraded for Black Friday on Thanksgiving without telling me until after the order was already in.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. These are some good surprises here.
Michael, I have I have a question. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a guy who wants to get his essentials. He says he's going to upgrade in 60 days, but he basically won't put in his essential order until I give him access to my iOS. And I told him I won't until he gets into his AIT. But he won't put in his essentials order now. And I told him he could always pay for the iOS.
Nice. So it's that continual negotiation process. What about the iOS made him want to do it? So you said, hey, I'll give you my iOS if you get your AIT. And he said, okay, I'm not going to do my essentials now.
Well, in that moment that I thought we were putting in his essentials, he did not put in his essentials because I would not give him access to my iOS until he gets his AIT.
How did the conversation end?
He stopped responding to me after I said, let's put in your essentials order. Because this has been ongoing for like a month.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I actually had I made a decision on, I think it was Monday of last week, because someone was being, I'm going to call him a turd burglar. Someone was being a turd about his essentials. The dude has a company. He wants to sell his company in 3 years for $5 million, and he won't even put a damn essentials order in on my third follow-up. So I'm done talking to the dude. I'm just straight up done. I made a new standard where if they buy a cash essentials the week they hear about it, cool. But other than that, it's like we have plenty. I mean, we're now in a $300 billion a year industry. So ding dongs that aren't willing to spend $400 or $2,000 when you know they have the money, it's different if they don't have it. But if you know they have it and they don't spend it, then they're just not my kind of people. Have you gone through an exercise where you've identified who you do not work with?
Yeah, yes, he's actually going to be good. He's going to put in his order. I have a feeling he's just going to randomly call me instead of do it when we actually plan. But he's someone I know, and this has been he finally has gotten very serious. He's been showing up at events. He needs this. He's told me he does. He's just gun shy because he lost money in stocks, a lot of money recently.
Yeah, that's why we do real estate. Stay in control.
But I shouldn't give him access to my iOS, right? Because until he gets his AIT.
You got to stick with what you said, or else the next time you say something to him, he's not going to believe you.
Right. Okay. Stuck with it so far.
Yep. It's all good. If he gets in, you can add value to him in other places. Otherwise, remember the fourth core belief. What's the fourth core belief?
We're doing them a favor. It's their loss if they say no.
There you go. Their loss if they say no. Or in other words, in the words of Richard Stock, sucks to be you.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Let me go through these chats here. So, Sadler got an order. Wanda got an order. That's right. Sandra got an order. Keely got an order in. Jenna's got 3 in funding. Bill got 3 in the last 30 days. Right on. Okay. Bobby's getting 1 yes this month. Laura Brown got an order last week. Awesome. There you go. So 2 people giving you some ideas, Tamara. Cool. All right. So, how many of you of these orders that you put in were warm market? How many of them were warm market? You already knew them. Oh, Keely got 2 orders in. Cool. Profits combo for Billy. Tomorrow, Laura Brown's was warm market. Sandra's was warm market. Jenna's was 2 warm markets. And then she followed the 6-foot rule. Awesome. All 3 of Billy Predabon's were warm market. Carol's was warm market. There's definitely something to be said about using our warm market. Working on 2 by the end of the week. Road sign for his profits combo. Awesome. Street signs and meetup. From the streets. Cool. We're working it, guys. So where can I help? We got 17 days to round out the year. It's already February. How and where can I help? How many of you are practicing your presentations? How many of you have used the script? How many of you are making the posts, and then when you get a like on your post, you're starting a private conversation? How many of you are going into Facebook groups and making new friends in that world? LinkedIn. There's a lot of opportunities out here. You know, someone was telling me, I forget when they told me, last couple of days, they were going into, so on their stream, you know, Facebook is sending them real estate investing ads. So they just looked at all the comments in the ads and started making friends with the people in the ads that are making comments. They're talking about they want to do real estate. They've always thought about it. Well, great. Start those conversations. $300 billion are being spent this year on online education. Cool. Mike Word's got 4 people going through funding.
I have a question, Michael.
Okay. What's that?
So, it may seem really basic and maybe I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, but when people are saying that they're putting ads out there, where are they putting ads? I mean, I've tried, you know, say they do Craigslist or those types of things. I know we can't do it in the job postings, but where are people actually placing ads? You know, let's see, there was regional trainings and stuff, and they said they had ads in Eventbrite. Now I put events out there for like the intensives on Eventbrite and things like that, but ads, I've not figured out how to place ads in those types of things to kind of branch out on that.
So those, I mean, it's a loose language. The event on Eventbrite, someone's calling that an ad.
Okay, so it's just events that they're putting out and drawing people to some type of event then that they're doing, not necessarily, hey, make 300 to 11,200 per sale, you know, and to try to draw in marketers or those types of things.
Well, they're doing that also, but like that type of language wouldn't make sense on Eventbrite.
Yeah, that's why I was just curious on where they were putting, you know, the different things and stuff to try to revamp and rekindle our cold market. We've been focusing on warm market, but it's taking so long and is, you know, not, I mean, we get probably a higher percentage of people that get in for who we're talking to, but we need to do a little more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Some people's warm markets, they jump on it right away, and other people's are like, I knew you in the past. We'll see how this goes. So as far as putting ads like that, those are going to be ads in Facebook. Those are going to be ads. But even then, it's like you don't have to run an ad campaign in Facebook. You would just go to the groups that are about network marketing, or the groups that are about MLMs, or the groups that are about entrepreneurship, and then make your post there. But that post, other people are going to call that an ad.
Okay.
Right. So it's that loose language. Where do you want to market? What pond do you want to fish from?
Okay. So just go out, and I started connecting up with some Facebook groups and things like that, but some of them with entrepreneurship, are really nasty about, oh, we don't want anybody posting and just doing this kind of stuff and stuff. So I've just been kind of looking to see if I can find openings with certain people and things like that, but it's fairly new and fresh at this point.
Yeah, find the groups that are all about postings. There's 1,000, 2,000, 5, 10,000 people in these groups, and they're all about posting. There's 800 posts a day. That's totally cool. Go into those, and then start those conversations. Like, I'm in a few, and the few minutes that I spend on Facebook a couple times a week, yeah, don't scroll in your news feed. What a waste of time. I mean, it's cool, you get to see your friends' pictures and stuff, but if you're trying to make money, you don't have time for that. So as soon as I open the app, I either go to make my own post or I go to groups. And in the groups, especially in like the new entrepreneurship groups, people are asking like, what disciplines helped you become successful? What books helped you, blah, blah, blah. And so I'll just answer those, and I'll try to be clever about my answer. And then people will like it. And then some people are now just reached out to me and have private conversations. Like someone said, what book changed your life? And I put Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And then the person who made that post then started a private message with me saying, how did that book? What did you get out of it? And then their third question was, well, what do you do for a living? So now I'm going to push them through. Well, hey, I'd love to show you what I do. How about we hop on a call or hop on a webinar?
Okay. Thanks.
Cool. So report back next week, but go play in the groups where people are all about posting. Okay, so I've got a couple questions in the chat here. So Sandra says, well, you can only have one priority, and you have to decide. I like to base my priority around what's going to be the most fun. So Sandra, if you like to have fun, which one of those sounds the most fun? Go and do it. If none of them sound fun, then just flip a coin. They're all going to work. The one you do is the one that's going to work for you. Stop hesitating. Stop wondering if someone's going to judge you because they've already judged you. You're okay. There's no way to prevent judgment. They've already judged you. Now it's just, are you going to work or not? Make a post and then decide your strategy. You have the Profits course, so go rewatch Rob Sperry's strategy on using Facebook. Okay, we'll do a quick refresher on LinkedIn. And maybe I'm just going to switch to the whiteboard for this. Pedro's asking how to get on, or suggesting Bobby T's calls. So you would text Bob T to 46786. Let's just bust this out. Switch to the whiteboard. So I'm just going to text this. Text Bob T to 46786. Yeah, you should definitely get on his calls. Okay, there you go. Ads, stories, meetups. Okay. New drawing. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly run through because you guys heard me talk last Monday about LinkedIn on the Founders webinar. If you weren't on the Founders webinar, that's a mistake. Okay, make it a priority. Stay on that. It's 1 hour. Okay, so LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Now LinkedIn automatically goes to this feed thing. Don't even look at this crap. Don't look at this. It's a distraction. Don't look at it. Okay. So one thing is, so let's click on me. Here I am. So my banner. Your banner should not be just a picture. Your banner needs to have some words about who and what you're serving. And I think I'm going to change this up a little bit more here pretty soon. But I got my book in here. So if any of you have won an award, right? Did you get how many of you got an award from Renatus at some point in your life? If you have, this is a great place to put your award. Not a picture of your award, but the wording and like a little banner or a little circle just like this, and then put the wording, right? Rising Star Award, 10K in 30-day award, Real Estate in Action Award. Put your award right here. I really like Yaz. By the way, Yaz and Numer are coming to elevate your mindset, elevate Super Saturday. There she is. So on hers, see, she's got the 100K Earner Club, Real Estate in Action, 50K in a month. And she's taking the approach of going straight for ICMs. Real estate and ICMs. Cool. Okay. Now here's something. So she's got her stars in here. That's kind of cool. Here's what I did differently is I made part of what I do my name. Okay, so if I were to edit this, let's make some edits. See, I made my last name Cashflow Real Estate Professional. So now every time I make a post or talk to someone, they know, they see this instead of just a name and then them trying to remember what I do. So all of you add that, make that a thing. Okay. Also, please do not put that you worked at Renatus. I saw a few people put that. You do not work at Renatus, so don't put you worked at Renatus. Okay.
How do you put Renatus in your LinkedIn then? Do you just say Renatus? I mean, it either goes under education or, but that's.
Yeah, just education.
Okay.
Yep. And make sure your zip code is in because they're trying to suggest connections based off of where you live also. So 52 people viewed my posts. I've appeared in 63 searches now. And I'm just posting some stuff. Okay, now here's something else you need to do. Well, I know all of you are your own. Are you guys paying attention? Okay. All of you are your own manager, CEO, something, right? So I'm the president of 5 Star Empire. Until 2 weeks ago, my logo looked like these defaults. Now, if you were to see someone that says, I'm an amazing, big ass entrepreneur, super duper kick ass person. And then you come and look at their experience and it says, oh, I'm the owner of this, I'm the owner of that. And these are just grayed like that. It looks like a joke. So I made 5 Star Empire business page. Okay, so I need to go and make Exponential Investments, an actual page with my logo. Go spend $5 and make a logo. And I'm going to be doing that on these two. Okay.
Question.
You suck.
I made a logo and I'm very proud of it.
Nice.
How do I do that? You said you had to make a website and then
No, not a website, a
how
business
did you add
page
your logo?
inside LinkedIn.
Okay. And then that's where the logo comes from. Or
Right.
that's how you get it to show there under experience.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is its own page now. 5-Star Empire. See, it's its own thing. What does 5-Star Empire do? It's a team of elite sales and marketing directors that conduct life-changing trainings and systems. Clients across the U.S. Inc. 5000.
Thank you.
And then I just made my first post. You could do the most amazing things if you just decide. Organic impressions 8. Cool.
Do you have to have premium to be able to do a business page?
I don't know, but if you're going to network and make money and connect with people on LinkedIn and want to be able to search, you should get premium. I think it's like $500 a year, right? It's like $40 a month or something like that. Otherwise, they like cap you at how many people you can search, which is really weird. But I mean, that's the platform. So, but then also with the premium, it'll also show you who's searched you so that you can then start to create those messages and connections there. So where do I go?
Hey, Michael, can I ask you a quick question?
What's up?
How do you add the stars to your profile? And also, where do you go to get the logo made?
So logos, you can go to Fiverr with 2 V's, fiverr.com.
I think it's 2 R's and 1 V.
Huh, shows what I know. Fiverr. There we go. So freelance work, what the hell? What is this? Isn't that weird? That's like their main page. Please check the box to access the site. Don't worry. You're okay. Okay, so then Alvin, you just type in here, logo. I need a logo. And then people say, cool. I'll create your logo for $45. This person says, I'll create your logo for $5. This one says, I'll create your logo for $200. You just pick somebody and have them make your logo. $10. There you go. If you need stuff done, you definitely want to use Fiverr. It's just a quick way to get things done. Okay.
Oh,
What
okay.
else?
And how do you add the star to your LinkedIn profile?
I don't know.
Copy and paste from mine.
Copy and paste. So,
Go
you know,
to my
that's all
profile,
you-
copy and paste.
Oh yeah, there you go. Just copy and paste. Alvin. Just come over here and copy this star. Copy. And then go and paste it where you want it.
Oh, okay, thank you. The star brings more attention, right, to your profile?
Yes, and make sure you have a nice picture too. Look at this guy's picture. Jim Terry. Jim hasn't signed up yet, so I can make fun of him, but he's gonna sign up this week. Look at this ridiculous picture. Right? It's blurry. And he's like not looking at the camera, and he's like not even really smiling. Okay, so but Jim was at the intensive. Jim's gonna catch this recording and he's gonna be like, oh, what the hell? I need to upgrade. But like See this person's picture over here? Who is this person? You can't see their face, so make sure you're nice and big face, okay? All right, what else? So let's go back to me and my profile. Here's something else. In my About page. Let me look up Keeley's. Oh, Joe Lewis, I'm gonna get him in too. He made an excuse a few weeks ago, and then he admitted he made an excuse, so we're gonna get him in too. Keels on wheels. See, so she's got a professional picture here. She's in front of the room over here, so a person of authority. She's gonna go add a logo to her Healthy Wealthy Lifestyles. Cool. So she's just putting in here, let's chat, schedule a 15-minute call. So you need to, that's why we talked about have a Calendly link so that people can start to grab time slots with you. Keely, where's the sales mission letter that we wrote?
I don't think we were, I don't remember having to add that to our profile. I thought we just created that for ourselves to read out loud every day.
Oh no, that should be in here.
That full sales mission statement.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So should I switch out everything, take all of that out and replace it, or add it in addition to? I'll clean it up and just add it.
So Jerome, I'm also now working with Jerome. So as soon as you create these connections, then Facebook or LinkedIn, whatever, it's all the damn same. Keep sending you their stuff. So as soon as you connect with them, if you make posts, then it suggests your stuff to them first. Here's another guy to look up. So see, Chaz did the same thing. He made his first and last name in the first name section, and then his last name was what he does. Oh, so he didn't have the same kind of sales mission letter in here either.
I think it's like the time value statement. There was another one that we wrote that was what we put as our like description, not under the about, but up underneath your name.
Gotcha.
That's what I understood.
Also, if you have LinkedIn Premium, you have something like this. This guy has a little voice message.
It's awesome to have you here on my profile. I'm Chaz. Send me a DM with Let's Rock if you like to solve your sales pipeline challenges.
Oh man, he's a cool cat, but don't buy his stuff. Don't pay for him. And it's just someone we connected with. Okay. So I'm still playing around with these words. #1 best-selling author. I help people invest in real estate so they can experience more free time, pay less in taxes, and take back their existence so they don't die like a punk. People love, when I get on the phone with them after doing some networking, they say, I loved your little tagline, don't die like a punk. So you can take that if you need to.
Michael, are you reaching out to people on LinkedIn? How are you interacting? Just
Yeah,
curious.
all the frickin' time. Well, I'll be clear, I'm not. I have an assistant doing that. But all these messages, There's probably, I don't know, 500 freaking people that we've reached out to. And the reason why we reach out to them is because they did something or said something on a post. Let's see what this guy said. All right, I need to move you guys. There we go. Hey Raymond, it's Michael. I saw your comment on Alan Menzenz's post on networking. What a great idea. It looks like we have some professional interests in common. And I decided to reach out to see how I might be able to benefit one another's businesses. What are you working on building? I'll just put that in the chat for everybody. Oh, chat's going crazy. Let's rock. There you go. So it's just kind of that. And then he says, cool, thanks for connecting. Here's what I'm working on. Blah, blah, blah. Care to connect on a 15 virtual coffee. Care to connect for 15 minutes. Typo. Yeah, the link for my free workshop is below. You can choose a time here. Great. That's a very interesting choice of picture, but whatever. So that's it. That's that main thing. This right here. Yeah, I saw you on a post commenting something. So let's get connected. Let's see. Same thing with Jim. So if I just go back to when we first started with Jim. Oh, hey Jim, I saw you liked my comment. I saw you liked my comment. Okay. So he didn't make a comment. He just liked my comment on someone's post about teamwork. I've been making a concerted effort to spend 15 minutes a day connecting with people on LinkedIn to expand my professional network. How to reach out? What are you focusing on in business and growth? And then he hit the connect button. And so then you get a little pop-up that says he connected. So then you say, hey, thanks for the connection. Here's what he's working on. And he says the writing's on the wall at his job. They're bringing in younger people where they're firing one person and then taking that one person's salary and hiring two younger people and paying them that one person's salary. And he sees that and he's afraid and he wants to get into real estate. So he came to the intensive and I got a call with him this week. Is this making sense? Tamara, is this helping?
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
Yep. So that's all we've been doing. Over and over and over. I don't know, 500, 600, 700 people. Tyson. I remember Tyson. Anyway, so there's some LinkedIn stuff. Okay. So the reason I even brought this up was because when Keely and I went through our sales mission statement, it also has us just decide. And so you need to decide in your mind too, who do you work with and who do you not work with? As soon as you know who you don't work with, it's so easy to hang up on them. It's like, oh, you're one of those people I don't work with. Goodbye. Click. And you would have a better time staring at a blank wall for 10 minutes than talking to someone that you don't work with. A lot can be done in here in 10 minutes staring at a blank wall, by the way. Okay.
So,
So don't
Michael,
wait 10 minutes.
so Michael, who's on your I don't work with them list?
People I don't work with are people who, well, let me just pull up what I typed. I don't work with people who don't show up on time. Let me pull this up here. So many windows. Okay. All right, let me full screen. Or I'll just. Wait for it. I'm getting it. Wow, this is freaking long. Okay, here we go. Change what I'm sharing here. Okay, so my very first sentence, we teach how to maximize cash flow, maximize tax liability, or minimize tax liability and increase overall profitability with real estate. Okay. The outcome that I want is I help folks become real estate investors so that they can have passive income to get more tax write-offs, retire early, and gain more control, allowing them to create extraordinary life experiences and eliminate financial worries. I give them the tools, resources, and coaching to get them out of their comfort zone and into their potential. Who I work with. I only work with highly motivated people who are coachable, resourceful, decisive, and are committed to the process through thick and thin. What if you only talk to people who are like that? You would probably only have to work like 2 hours a week. But we got to sort, right? Who I won't work with. I absolutely reject clients who are lazy, needy, and lack integrity. So if someone doesn't show up to a phone call that we scheduled the call with them, and they don't show up, now they lack integrity, I reject you. If they are lazy, if I say, come on Saturday, and they go, Saturday? But that's my day off. Okay, you know what? You're lazy. Rejected. Needy. Calling me 10 times a day. What about this? What about this? What about this? Making me repeat myself 100 times. Needy. Rejected. So most of you have never done this who I won't work with exercise. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do today. So the topics are, what is the outcome that you want? All right, I got to switch to the Pat call. What is the outcome you want? Who I work with. These are the categories. Who I won't work with. The hell my customer is in. You know what kind of hell your customer is in, but describe it. Without my help, these people will agonize over wondering if or when they can retire, their children growing up without them, and piles of debt driving them to become bitter, old, and broke. Sounds like hell, right? So if I understand my customer's hell, this makes life a living hell for them because it keeps them stuck in a cycle of worrying about providing for their loved ones as inflation eats away at their savings. They know that if they don't do something different, they will end up living a life of poverty and failure. Whew, that's tough. And then talk about the heaven. But with my help, they will have the knowledge and be empowered to protect their lifestyle while paying off their debts, maximize and grow their cash flow, and eliminate their concerns around money and security. And here's the ways I help them get results. And basically, I just described Renatus in 11 bullet points. Connecting with their why so they have enough emotional juice to smash obstacles. Right? If you enroll someone and you don't get them to connect to their why, they're not going to get the same kind of results as someone else who does. So whenever you enroll them, just have a 10 or 15-minute call afterwards and say, all right, what's your main why? Not why did you start Renatus, but why are you wanting a change? Okay, teaching advanced cash flow strategies, getting connected to off-market properties with big margins, leveraging a software system, utilizing entities for privacy and rock-solid legal protection, teaching people how to negotiate with sellers, lenders, and partners, showing them how to have a clear path on managing and growing a portfolio, creating a stronger relationship with their family. So now we're talking about like the drive system, right?
Hey, Michael, quick question.
What's up, Charles?
So on the ones you reject, do you ever follow up with them? And if you do, about how long do you wait before you follow up with them?
No, they're
Oh, you
rejected.
never? Okay.
If they reach out to me because they changed something, that's fine. But there are so many other people out there to follow up with, Charles. It's not worth it. If you've identified that they're lazy, done. Cut them off. It ain't nothing to cut that lead off. I think that's how the lyrics go, maybe. What else? What else? What else? Okay, why is this important for me? So now, I bring this into my own personal. Why is this important for me? My mission in life is to empower and educate folks in living their best life and supporting them as they grow personally and professionally. With my guidance, they'll have an abundance lifestyle of health, wealth, and relationships. Cool. So this is my sales letter declaration to myself. This whole thing. I'm making $80,000 a month by December, and I got here by using the 5-second rule. But you guys got to use the 5-second rule. I use my calendar to schedule the activities that need to be done, and I use my morning routine to start my day with the right mindset. You're damn straight. I know troubles and challenges will come, as it's all part of growing and stepping into my potential. Failures are a step in the process as long as I own them and I ask myself the right questions. What can I learn from this? And how can I make sure I don't repeat this again? Right? Because making a mistake is fine as long as you learn from it. But if you're not going to learn from it, why the hell would you make a mistake? So this helped me create my LinkedIn profile. Outcome that you want. Who I work with, who I don't work with, the hell, the heaven, the ways I help them get the result, why this is important to me. So how many of you are going to spend a few minutes and go through and write this?
And you put this on your LinkedIn?
No. No, this just gave me the mental framework for while I'm prospecting and lead sorting on LinkedIn for who I do and don't pursue.
Okay, I get you.
Cool. All right, let me check the chat real quick. Remember, we got the dream call in 1 minute, so I want to get out of here on time. Okay, you betcha. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, awesome.
What's the 5-second rule, Michael?
The 5-second rule, folks, is it's the gap between the idea and the action. As soon as 5 seconds have passed, then your ego jumps in and says, "Oh, we better not do that. We might die." So if you want to hijack that part of your brain, within 5 seconds of thinking of the thing you need to do, you just start on it. Obviously, you're not going to finish it in 5 seconds, but you just start on it. If you wait 6 seconds, then your brain goes, maybe we could do it later. And then later becomes never. Five-second rule. Oh, there you go. Keely dropped a little link in the chat.
Hey, Michael, how do you respond to people saying, "Oh, next month, I'm gonna do it next month. My time is so busy. I'm gonna get in next month."
Well, great. Well, it's a lifetime membership. So since you're gonna get it done next month, let's just set it up right now. And then when you get your free time, handle it. You got to poke that excuse. Because most people don't know how to say, "Mike, I would love to, but I'm scared. I got the pucker factor. I actually don't have any money. My wife hates me. My boss hates me. My kids hate me." Instead of saying all that, they say, "Next month." So poke the hole in it. Poke the hole in it. Say, no, not next month. We're doing it right now or never, because I have people who take action, they follow through. Don't you have the problem right now? Aren't you in that hell you're talking about? Let's get to that heaven. And you just poke a hole in it. Every once in a while, someone has a legitimate reason for waiting a month. Like they're refinancing a house. Okay. They just paid off a bunch of credit card debt and they're waiting for those clear balances to show up on their report. Every once in a while, there's plenty of time. There's some legitimate reasons for next month, but quite often it's just an excuse and you need to poke it. When Wanda says that she asked, well, what's going to change a month from now? Honestly, what's the difference? Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go into the Facebook group and make the stream of this, and I'm gonna put my little sales letter in there as a comment so you can all see it in there. Okay, and I'm late. Gotta go. Got to go. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Take action on what we talked about.
Hey, thanks. Great call.
Okay. Adios.